Many African nations are expected to attend the St. Petersburg International Economic Forum that starts today in Russia. We're going to talk more about that in a minute. But first, watch Kenyan President William Samoei Ruto speaking to Parliament this week, announcing that Kenya will start trading in local currencies within Africa and not the US dollar, as they have been doing for decades. And watch the standing ovation that he receives from this announcement.
From Djibouti selling to Kenya, or traders from Kenya selling to Djibouti, have to look for US dollars. How is US dollars part of the trade between Djibouti and Kenya? Why? And we are saying that today, Afri-Exim Bank have given us a mechanism where traders in our continent can trade in their goods and services, and the Africa Exim Bank will settle payments in local currency. That is why Kenya champions the Pan-African Payment and Settlement System that is done by our own institution, the Afri-Exim Bank. Why, members? Why is it necessary for us to buy things from Djibouti and pay in dollars? Why? There is no reason. And we are not against the US dollar. We just want to trade much more freely. Let us pay in US dollars what we are buying from the US. But what we are buying from Djibouti, let's use local currency.
Wow. I mean, it seems.
Yo, Shalom fam, Shalom. Thank y'all for joining another segment of C4N. Hey, first and foremost, we want to give all glory, honor, and praise to the Most High, Yahweh. Yeah, hey, like, share the live to your social media platforms. You know what I'm saying? We about to get busy. Hey, you got anything out of one?
Just shalom. All right.
Shalom.
Hope you brothers and sisters having a blessed week. All right.
We got Soldier. What's your name, Soldier?
Hey, Soldier Matanya on the scene.
He joined us again. He was on there with me that one Thursday. You know what I'm saying? Soldier in Alabama. Hey, but hey, we're gonna give all the shout outs. A shout out to Soldier Shabwa Shalom King.
Shalom.
SOT Soldier Kaya Shalom. Shout out to Don Israel. Shalom King. Soldier Asha Allah and Cali. Shalom King.
Shalom.
Soldier to Zarya, Shalom. Soldier Yabar, our brother in Alabama, Shalom King. You about to say something, other one?
Now I was just gonna tell the brother Asha Allah he might have some help on the way, man. I talked to a brother today, man. Okay, out there in California, Los Angeles, man. All right, so help may be on the way.
That's right.
Go ahead, King.
We got Soldier Abataya, Shalom, bro. Soldier Josiah down here in Alabama, Shalom King. Sister Janae, daughter of Nakwasha, Shalom, sis. Lord Gama, Shalom, brother. Soldier Yatham, one of our newly made soldiers, Shalom King.
Hey, Shalom.
Sister Tamala Nicole, Shalom, sis. Shalom. Sister Zakia down here in Alabama, Shalom, sis. Soldier Zakawar, Shalom. Let's see, Soldier Matatel, one of our newly made soldiers, Shalom King.
Shalom.
Let's see, Malak Yawasap, Shalom, bro, Shalom.
Shalom, Malak.
Soldier Yazabad, Shalom King.
Shalom.
And let's see, I think that will do. Yeah, I think that okay. Shalom, Yawasap, Shalom King. Shalom, SOT Soldier Sanctuary, Shalom King.
Shalom.
I think that'll do it. All right. So look, yeah. So y'all see the clip that we just played, right? America. I mean, not America, but Africa. Not just one country in Africa. Africa is showing out. They are on a war path to get rid of these Edomites in the West and anybody affiliated with the West. You see what I'm saying? So, hey, Africa's not playing. Africa is not playing. So you see in that first clip, you see where they say they trying to get rid of the U.S. dollar because Africa tired of being treated like a stepchild. Africa say put some respect on our name. So they be saying, look, why do we need to use the U.S. dollar? Because if y'all notice, check this out, right? If y'all notice, the U.S. dollar was the world's reserve currency. Anytime they wanted to trade outside internationally, outside of the nation, they could be another nation in Africa. If they wanted to trade with another nation in Africa, they had to use the U.S. dollar. That was worldwide, right? But what he just said in that clip was, why do we need to? If I want to trade with the people of Djibouti, why do we need to use the U.S. dollar for that? We're just gonna use our currency. It's like people wising up. They wising up. It's like everybody waking up out of sleep. Like we've been going through all this for so long. Why we even dealing like this? Let's use our own money, right? All right. So let me they say give us free. Hold on, let me get this off here. All right. So all right. Let's play the sponsor real fast.
Family, call your friends. It's time to play the game, The Truth of Yah. Learning the Bible has never been more engaging. The game that's guaranteed to increase your biblical knowledge, renew minds, and save lives. Grab your Bible and don't forget your Apocrypha. Loads of fun for everyone. The Truth of Yah board game helps build up the poor in spirit, build character, gain wisdom, show what you know or find out what you didn't know. Gain confidence. Line upon line, precept upon precept, make the Truth of Yah a part of your home today. Come on, what are you waiting for? Join the fun today.
All right. So yeah, once again, as usual, that's our sponsor. You know, they support us, we support them. And you can also, if you got a business, you know what I'm saying? If you have a business and you want us to advertise your business on the show, on any SOT show, send an email in, you know what I'm saying? And we will be more than happy to do so. Just make sure that your business, you know what I'm saying, does not conflict with what we teach, does not conflict with how we teach or anything that we do. Okay, if it has anything to do with doctrine, I would advise just don't even worry about that because we handle it in the doctrine side of things. So if you got like a game, clothing, anything that doesn't conflict with what we got going on, hey, let us know. Hit us up. We have no problem advertising your business. Okay, it's all about us growing together, supporting one another, whatever the case may be. All right, so as we was talking about, the other one was just saying a few minutes ago. He said either things are speeding up, meaning we getting to the end of things. He said, or Americans are finna have to bow down and comply.
But tell them why we was having that discussion though.
You talking about because of all these nations, how they treating France and America?
We was talking about BRICS. Mm-hmm. Okay, because if you look at prophecy, man. All right, either America gonna have to get down or lay down, okay, or this may be the prophecy that's mentioned in the book of Obadiah, okay, where it says that that ambassador that's set among the heathen. Yeah, bring that out. It said that the people that were confederate with her, all right, are gonna set her up. They're gonna bring her to the border. Right. Mm-hmm. Okay. So we gotta look at that. Okay. We gotta look at that.
You're right. You about to put it, Mathanya?
Con, I don't want. This is Obadiah chapter 1 and
what verse? That's verse. Is that verse 15? Let me see.
No, it's well before that.
It is.
Yeah, kind.
Oh, let's see.
Verse, verse 7. Verse 7.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Con. So this is the book of Obadiah, chapter 1 and verse 7. All the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee.
The what?
The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee.
Right.
And prevailed against thee.
And they have prevailed against thee. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And we got to understand money is power. Okay.
Yeah, right.
Whoever, we got to understand something. This is one thing that I learned over the years. Whoever got the money, whoever got the bag, right? And whoever got the big guns, that's who's in charge. Okay. Right. We're seeing an uptick, all right, in the rise of the Russian, okay, and Chinese military structures. Okay. Mm-hmm. All right. We're looking at their technology. It's advancing. All right. And they got this new currency. All right. So, hey, man. Hey, there's a lot of theories out there, Captain Israel. There's a lot of theories out there. Okay. A lot of people believe America gonna get down. Okay. Because the prophecy don't have her laying down right away. All right. Yeah. But this may be it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Go ahead,
Doc. If 2 Thursdays ago we was talking about how China and Russia had their ships out at sea near Alaska, and we went over precepts talking about how America's gonna get caught off guard. America is preparing. They're not crazy now. They're preparing for war. You know what I'm saying? I don't live too far from a military base, and I'm seeing more and more. You know what I'm saying? Military trucks and vehicles and stuff coming up and down the highway. It's like they preparing, but at the end of the day, they're gonna get caught slipping. You see what I'm saying? And what we're seeing is, like I don't want to say, it looked like he said either things is speeding up or America about to get down. Me personally, I think things are speeding up because we see all the people in the Confederacy that was Confederate with America, that was cool with America, that was trading with America. They all going to BRICS. They dropping like flies going to BRICS. And you see how Africa cutting up. Everybody, all these countries thrive off of Africa. All these countries thrive off of Africa. But Russia and China are being smart about it. They're not making enemies with Africa. But France and America still trying to throw threats at Africa. And they waking up, they like, who you talking to? We got the gold. Who you think you talking to? We got all the resources, and Africa is waking up. Like the clip we just showed. They like, why are we dealing in American dollars? But we got some stuff for you. Let's pull this next video out. You got anything, Mathanya?
I don't want. Matter of fact, I do want to say this. Everybody wrap your mind around this. We witnessing the fall of the greatest empires ever been. Mm-hmm. Power is being stripped right from their hands, right before our eyes. These prophecies are coming to pass. Right. And so it's a wonderful time that we living in, man. That we, our salvation is on the way for sure.
Right. So
it's the grand finale, man.
Right.
And this right here is the grand finale because, and we understand, and the Most High likens His judgment unto a ring, right? Mm-hmm. All right. So it's gonna repeat itself. Okay. Right. We witnessed the fall of Greece, right? We witnessed. All right, the fall of Egypt. So Egypt is the one that the Most High likes to compare the fall of America to. When you go into the book of Romans chapter 9 and verse 17, he likes to compare because Egypt was the greatest power. When you go back in history and you research, okay, the universities, okay, you know what I mean, and all of the doggone structure that Egypt had and the power that these pharaohs had. He likes to brag on the takedown of Egypt. Right. Okay. The grand finale and the takedown of America, okay, like the brother Mathanya just said, is going to be so beautiful. Okay. Right. Like it says in the book of Revelations chapter 18, the merchants, that's these doggone Confederate, these countries that were Confederate with her are going to look off afar and say, damn, okay, how the hell did she fall? Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But go ahead, Al.
Yeah, most definitely. Go ahead, King.
Could I pull a precept real quick out of one?
Con, do you think?
Con. I'm gonna get Jeremiah chapter 23 and verse 7.
I got you.
We'll read it for you,
Jeremiah 23 and 7.
Con.
It's it says Jeremiah chapter 23 and verse 7. It says, my bad. It says, therefore, behold, the days come, saith Yahweh, that they shall no more say, Yahweh liveth, which brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt. But Yahweh liveth, which brought up which led the seed of the house of Israel out of the north country and from all countries whither I had driven them, and they shall dwell in their own land.
Con, that's exactly what the other one was just bringing out. How we harped on, it's been known around the world how the Lord delivered the children of Israel out of Egypt, but it's gonna be known. He gonna make his name known in the earth again for bringing us out of these north countries and all the places that he scattered us around the world. Right. Yeah.
Right. Let's get one more precept, and then we're gonna kick this thing off unless one of y'all has something after this. Let's go to Matthew chapter 24 and verse 22. Just to compliment what the other one was talking about.
You said 24 and 22?
Con, other one.
Con, I'm there.
Bring it out.
Bring it out.
Con, this is the book of Matthew, chapter 24 and verse 22. And except those days shall be shortened, there should no flesh be saved. But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened.
Why does it say that? Why does it say that? Except those days be shortened, because they about to come out with a whole nother COVID-19. This is not by accident. How they know it's coming if they ain't the one putting it out?
Right.
They coming out with a whole nother COVID-19. So they are on a mission to destroy our people. Understand this. Understand this. You are blessed because the Most High woke you up to. You are watching a class right now where you are seeing. We are opening up your eyes to the prophecies that are taking place right now before our eyes. We're seeing the end coming, and the Most High is speeding this thing up because they see the end coming. Esau know the end is coming. So what are they trying to do? They're trying to take as many of us as they can. They're trying to destroy us if they can.
Hey, Salaki, when you say that, it just popped in my mind, man. How when from the beginning, they jam-packed us. Okay, that's been their theory from the beginning, right? All right, as far as genocide is concerned. So they jam-pack us in the projects, man. They jam-pack us in the hoods. And you go to these Walmarts, man, that's in the hood, all right, on like the 1st and the 15th, okay, or on payday or during the holiday season. It's jam-packed. It's nowhere to doggone move. Okay, all right. They're gonna make sure that they put this thing out in the time where they can doggone touch everybody. You go into our schools, it's jam-packed, elbow to elbow. Go into the suburbs and look at those schools and look at the space. Okay, look at the space. All right, that's in those places, man. Okay, you go into the hood, look how close the houses are together. Okay, they dropping all this stuff down. You know what I mean? With these doggone airplanes, man. All right. What they call them things, man? The doggone
chemtrails.
The chemtrails, Okay. All right. Chemtrails just dropping that stuff down on us. We in tight places, They know what the hell they doing, man. Okay. This thing is about population control and the genocide of your people. All right. Go ahead, King.
All right. So the precept was saying that for the elect's sake, the days are short. Because Most High is trying to save his elect. He already know who's not going to get to the kingdom. He already understand that. He knows who. So the people that are meant to get to the kingdom, he got to shorten these days up, because if he leave us around here too long, Esau finna try to wipe us out. You know what I'm saying? All right, but let's get to this video real quick. In this video that we about to watch, the sister is about to be, they talking to the French president. And she about to tell him, listen, look, hey, it'd been a lot going on, but we got to be blunt about what took place. That's the only way to solve problems, is to be blunt. This was back in 2021, mind you. This was back in 2021.
Bonjour.
Hello, I'm Adele Oyango, and I come from Kenya.
And that is exactly exactly as far as my French will take me. So I'm really honored and happy to be here today because I think it is no secret that the current relationship between Africa and France is complicated. And in order for us to build a relationship that addresses issues that affect not only Africa, not only France, but the globe, then it's important for us to interrogate this very complicated relationship and ask ourselves three things. One, what is not efficient? Two, what is not ethical? Three, where do we see integrity gaps? And to be able to do these three things, we're going to have to be brutally honest.
She said, we gotta pay attention to the integrity gaps, meaning they understand French ain't been playing fair. The U.S. ain't been playing fair. You see what I'm saying? And she said the only way to address this is to be brutally honest, right?
The history of colonization is understandably very important. For Africa, it's a path that is as painful as it is destructive. And the effects of colonization can still be felt to date. And I'm not just saying economically, but even on an interpersonal level. We, as Africans, feel the pain of colonization every single day. Now, the lack of a clear and strong acknowledgement of the continent's pain on this destructive past results in skepticism. And the absence of actions that will further push the acknowledgement is also a major issue in the current France and Africa relationship. In fact, the air of denial that France chooses to sit in is uncomfortable, not only for Africa, but also for France. And it does no good for either one of us.
Mm-hmm.
How can you trust the source of your pain when the source doesn't acknowledge it?
That's how Esau moved.
And I come from.
That's how Esau moved. She said, how can you trust the source of your pain when the source don't acknowledge it? You see what I'm saying? That's how Esau moved. They act like they ain't did nothing wrong. You know, let's change the subject. All right, so to sum this up, because this is a nice long video. Basically, they are telling France that, look, there's been a lot going on. We done had some issues with y'all, dealing with y'all. Now, we don't mind keeping a relationship with y'all as long as we address some stuff and rectify the situation. So this is 2021. And hold on, matter of fact, let's keep going. We're going to see. This is the president of France sitting down there. That's who she talking to, the president of France, which is still in office now.
Very important. For Africa, it's a path that is as painful as it is destructive.
Let me see. Hold on. I think I accidentally rewind a little bit. All right, there we go.
And the absence of actions that will further push the acknowledgement is also a major issue in the current France and Africa relationship. In fact, the air of denial that France chooses to sit in is uncomfortable, not only for Africa, but also for France. And it does no good for either one of us.
Mm-hmm.
How can you trust the source of your pain when the source doesn't acknowledge it? What we end up with is skepticism on what exactly does France stand for. And so we ask you, Mr. President, how strong can a relationship that is built on pain, that is built on skepticism, and that is built on lack of trust really be? We, not just as a team here, but all of us in this room, and the 5,000 who helped with the report, and the millions more on the continent and off of the continent, want a commitment from you, Mr. President, that you will join us in the eradication of La France Afrique, which is a very unfair dominance, and it has to end.
right, so to sum it up, they telling, look, what's been going on got to stop. What has been going on got to stop. Now this is a sister from Kenya. All right, but understand, France has its paws in multiple countries in Africa, along with the US and other European countries. But they basically came together and said, look, France, y'all got to stop what's been going on and treat us better. All right, so let's get this off of here. We're gonna go to this next video.
Hey, Salakia, hey, I got a precept real quick, man. Okay. But I'm gonna read it out of the ESV. Okay, I'll read it out of the ESV. This is the book of Proverbs. You got the ESV, King?
Kind of one.
All right, give me Proverbs 28 and 17. Okay, because these devils, and you heard what did she say? She said something to the likes of, all right, how she said this pains us, being colonized pains us so much, but when the source doesn't acknowledge it, okay, hey, it makes it that much worse, right? Okay, right. These some doggone devils, man. Right, all right, we feel the same way. All right, our Native American brothers and sisters was colonized on this land, man. Right? Read that in Proverbs 28:17 real quick, the ESV.
Khan, this is the book of Proverbs, chapter 28 and verse 17 in the ESV. If one is burdened with the blood of another, he will be a fugitive unto death.
He will be what?
He will be a fugitive until death.
Read.
Let no one help him.
Let no one help him. Okay.
Right.
All right. When someone, all right, is dealing with the blood, they got blood on their hands. All right. And they continue to doggone kill, rape, rob, and destroy. Okay. You got no business forming an alliance with this people. Okay. Right. And these Africans are starting to stand up. Okay, whether they be Israelites or not, okay, and they're saying to hell.
That's right.
With these devils, okay, they're starting to stand up on their feet. All right, let him alone. Okay, he's going to be a fugitive until death.
Right.
All right, that's the spirit. That's the spirit of Cain, man.
Right.
Okay, but go ahead, Al.
Con. Like you said, he a fugitive until death. See. These cocky Edomites, regardless, they try to say, "Well, I'm not French. I'm Polish. All y'all the same. All y'all Caucasians, right? All y'all come from the Caucasus Mountains, okay? All y'all Esau. So, anybody trying to hear that? What's going on in Africa right now? Like I don't want to say it, whether they like Kenya is typically as an East Africa country. So, for the most part. That wouldn't necessarily be considered a country where Israelite country, because we was on the west coast of Africa and in southern Africa, but there's Israelites in all nations. Okay, so but saying this to say basically Africa has decided to come together and unite against the US, against France and other countries, and all these countries that we're talking about in Africa, I can say all but most, have created an alliance with China and Russia, who are against America. Okay, that's why the Ottoman said it looks like it's coming to an end. Y'all are seeing the beginning of the end. Okay, all right, but let's get to the next video real quick. So that was, matter of fact, read Ezekiel 33 and 5, King. Get Ezekiel 33 and 5. This was 2021, where they telling him, listen, what's been going on got to stop. This is basically like they're giving him somewhat of an ultimatum. They gave him somewhat of an ultimatum. It was she spoke respectfully towards him, but they gave him somewhat of an ultimatum, right? Read that, King.
Khan, this is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 33 and verse 5. He heard the sound of the trumpet and took not warning. His blood shall be upon him. But he that taketh warning shall deliver his soul.
Esau so cocky. I don't care what country you from, Esau. It don't matter what country you in. You Esau. The pride of your heart have deceived you. They warned him. They warned him. That was 2021. What's going on today? Here we go.
That they will not give up their interests without a good old fight. Niger, the 7th largest producer of uranium in the world and the 2nd largest supplier.
France said they're not giving up without a fight. They cocky. They're not giving up without a fight. So what are you talking about with Niger?
Uranium in the world and the 2nd largest supplier of uranium to Europe is the country that benefits France the most from this uranium shipment. However, with the change of regime in Niger, they have stopped supplying uranium to the French. Last winter, France struggled due to Russia cutting off gas supply. As France is also the country with the highest dependence on nuclear energy in the world, they need all the uranium they can get to maintain their electricity.
France is the highest in dependency of uranium and nuclear power. So they suffered last winter, like it just said, when Russia cut them off. Now they suffering. They're about to really be suffering from Africa. Now, what the one video that I didn't put on here is, for days, France have been trying to conserve on electricity. They normally would have the lights on in the towers, with the big tower in France. They normally would have the lights on in there. I forgot what you call it, but they didn't cut the lights off on it because countries in Africa then cut off the uranium supply. You see what I'm saying? France is catching hell right now.
Production and industries. Because of this dependence on uranium, France has not yet sanctioned Russia in the sector. On the other hand, Russia has also not cut off the supply of uranium to France, at least for now. However, Niger and other African countries undergoing regime changes have already stopped the supply of uranium, and there is nothing preventing Russia from using its position as a uranium supplier to the French as a weapon of war and cutting it off at the exact moment when France needs it the most. So, what will happen to the French in the peak of winter with temperatures below zero and without that warm air? And then what? France is facing...
So, the girl was telling him back in 2021, obviously, if they was doing what they supposed to do and agree with whatever Africa came up with, you think they'd be cutting them off with the uranium? Of course not. But obviously, France did what they wanted to do as usual, as that's what Edomites do. But yeah, fair use. That's what they do, right? So you see what's going on right now, but watch this. All right.
Electricity and water supplies to the French embassy in its capital in Niamey, with no food deliveries allowed. And they even said if anyone delivers food, they are going to be considered an enemy of Africa. Now
So they cutting off food. So for the French that are in Africa, in the country of Niamey, they cutting off food and water to them. That's one country, Niamey. Pay attention, right?
You won't find a word of this in American media at all. Unless you know someone from Africa who can send you the headlines from Africa, you won't hear a word of this in the West. The French people have been going to war with their government for almost a year straight now. And it looks like the government is getting their people in hotter and hotter water each and every single day. And at this point, Niger, they're not playing with the French anymore. And it's not just Niger who said they've had enough with the French. Nigeria authorities also cut off electricity.
Niger, she just named 3 countries. Niamey, Niger, or Nigeria. That's 3 countries. I mean, not or, but and Nigeria, right? Watch this.
And water to French embassies. So that means they are not getting any supplies from neither Niger nor Nigeria in order to operate in the continent of Africa. And while you can find these headlines today, August 28th, 2023, all over Africa, there are zero headlines about that here in the U.S. You don't find that suspicious? Ladies and gentlemen, we're in the middle of World War III. They literally just took out Maui, and now they have the entire island fenced off. They spent more money.
They know what they're doing. She ain't lying. They know what they're doing. These fires in Maui and stuff is planned. This stuff is planned, right? Listen, like she said, we are in the middle of World War III. This stuff is happening right before your eyes, but they're not showing it in America because what does the scripture say about peace and safety? That is deceitful. It says they're going to say peace and safety, and then the end going to come.
That's right.
Why would they say peace and safety if they're not trying to make you think everything's sweet while everything ain't sweet? So that's the reason why they're not showing this stuff really on the news in America. But you can see it over there in Africa countries and stuff, right? Hold on.
Money on the fucking fence than they did on giving people relief. These fires that you see that are happening all over the world at the exact same time in massive and massive amounts, that shit's not a coincidence. Your media is lying to you. Your government has been lying to you. It's time for you to wake up. The shit that's going on out here is way bigger than you ever could imagine. Stop being asleep. Wake the fuck up. We are at war with the global elites, and this is happening across the fucking world.
She's not lying. For her, you know, I don't know if she's in the truth or not, but that sister is not lying, bro. Right?
She had her head covered up. I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah, I see it. That's why I say I don't know what's going on. I don't know what her situation is, but the sister's not lying. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people need to wake up. Stop being asleep. You know what I'm saying? Like, I heard somebody say the other day, it was a sister say the other day, like, well, when it comes, because I started getting off and start talking about the prophecies and all that and what's to occur. She's like, well, you know, you can't feed off into what the news talking about because they want to fearmonger you. You better wake up and pay attention. Yes, they want to fearmonger you with certain things, but why are they not showing you this type of news?
Right.
Because they want you to get caught slipping. That's what it is. They want you to think America got everything under control, but they don't. Right? So look, we see where France is catching hell, right? I intentionally showed you that first video on purpose to show you they got their warning. They already got their warning. But you see what's going down now. They say Niger has ended all military agreements with France and given the French military 30 days to flee the country. Niger gave them 30 days to flee the country. So Niger gave them 30 days to get out. But not only Niger, just keep going. A crowd of Nigerians surround a colonial French military base. Africa is rising. Africa will win. All this that I see on TikTok or whatever, I go back and I look at, I do some research to make sure this stuff is true. You see, this is in Nigeria. Niger gave them 30 days to get out. This is in Nigeria right here. It's surrounding the military base, the French military base. They listen, Esau, Africa is waking up, and a large portion of our people is still in west coast of Africa, still in southern Africa. A large portion of our people, we said Niger's aligned with Russia, right? I'm trying to remember, was Niger aligned with Russia? I think they are to a certain degree, Russia and China. I think they are to a certain degree. But Africa is basically, what Africa is doing is they are not complete allies with Russia and China and so on and so forth. They are really trying to be complete allies with other nations in Africa. All the countries in Africa are trying to come together in Africa. You know what I'm saying? And do trade. When they do trade, they want to do it together. They are affiliating themselves with Russia and China and doing business with them. You see what I'm saying? Because Russia and China are approaching them respectfully, while America's still trying to throw threats and sanctions and stuff like France is trying to do. You know what I'm saying? All right. Check this out right here.
Yeah, they kind of moving in that direction. They're moving in that direction. All right, about as far as aligning with Russia, but okay, it's not official that King. And
right.
Go ahead, King.
Kind of the one. Now, South Africa is part of BRICS. South Africa is part of BRICS, but Niger, I don't think Niger is, and the other countries in Africa. I think only South Africa.
Look that thing up, man. They are moving in that direction. Maybe they're trying to pull the wool over their eyes out.
Right.
In other world news, Burkina Faso's military rulers have given French troops 1 month to leave the country.
What country they said it was? That was
Burkina Faso's military rulers have given French. In other world news,
Burkina Faso.
In other world news, Burkina Faso's military rulers have given French troops 1 month to leave the country. Anti-French demonstrations.
They gave France 1 month to get out. This country after country giving France 1 month to get out, or they surrounded and they not getting no food up in there. So they're basically saying either get out or starve to death.
Mm-hmm.
It's like they treating France bad, and France is a strong ally with America.
And Ham ain't gonna play no games with them jokers.
Bro, I'm trying to tell you, bro.
Have been held in the capital Ouagadougou against the French military presence. Many say the former colonial power has failed to improve security. According to the United Nations, thousands of people have been killed in Burkina Faso since 2015 and nearly 3 million displaced in violence linked to armed groups. Let's speak to Ovigwe Egwegu about this. He's a...
I think I cut it off right there. So, this basically, I just wanted to show you. It's another country that's the Eiffel Tower. You're right, Zakawar. There's another country that's pushing France out the country. Okay. What's that precept? He said, Joel 3:10, beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong. That's the Most High telling them, listen, just get ready for battle. Yeah. Hey, stop what you're doing. Call the chef. Chefs, farmers are not fighters. They saying take your plowshare and all that and turn it into a sword. Get ready to fight because it's going down, right? So we see another country in Africa that basically kicking France out. Okay, let's go to this next video. You got anything out of one? Got anything, Mathanya?
Bring it out.
All right.
French are shitting bricks as they lose Gabon, another mineral-rich francophone
Gabon, another country. They lost Gabon.
West African country to a military coup. This is now a revolution.
Hundreds pour out on the streets of Gabon's capital, singing songs in celebration. Residents here in Libreville reacting to news the army has seized control. Earlier, soldiers announced election results from this past weekend's vote were null and void.
We have decided to defend peace by putting an end to the current regime. To this end, the general elections of the 26th of August, 2023, and the truncated results are canceled. The borders are closed until further notice. All the institutions of the Republic are dissolved.
Soldiers celebrated as coup leaders announced the country's president, who had just secured a third term in office, had been placed under house arrest. Ali Bongo is reportedly surrounded by his family and is being provided access to his doctors. Soldiers, meanwhile, read out a list of names, including the president's son, who had been arrested, and detailed their crimes.
High treason against national institutions. The mass siphoning of public funds. Organized.
Basically, look, we see Africa standing up, man. Africa is standing up. Like I said, this video right here was to acknowledge that another country called Gabon have let go of ties with France. Now, we got a sister in the chat that said, my thing is, let me go ahead. Just show this real quick and then we're gonna proceed. My thing is everyone is talking about, but what can we do about it? All this talk, but no one is saying what the solution is or giving one other than wake up. Okay, I'm up. Here I am. We are now what? Okay. Do you know what we mean by wake up? The brother put it in the chat. Kaya said, repent and keep the commandments. That's what we need to do.
Hey, that's right.
That's what he mean. That's what we mean by wake up.
Hey, Salakia, get Revelations chapter 14, King. All right, give me that patience of the saints. Hey, listen there, sister. Okay, this is what we gotta understand. Okay, ain't nobody trying to stand up against the white man and his military, okay, and his doggone police force and his judicial system. Okay. Right. All right, we got to be wise as a serpent and harmless as a dove. All that talk about, we need to do something about it. What the hell we gonna do? Okay, we ain't got no military. Okay, They got the firepower. The scriptures and Revelation chapter 12 and 19 says, vengeance is the Lord's.
Right.
Okay. Hey, read that in Revelation chapter 14.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 14 and verse 12. Here is the patience of the saints.
Right.
Here are they that keep the commandments of God and the faith of Jesus.
Here are they that keep the commandments of God and the faith of Christ. Okay. So, hey, we waiting on the Most High. We're going to be patient because we are the children of the Most High. Okay. Right. We are the saints that's being spoken about. Okay. We are the ones that the dragon is going to make war with because we keep the commandments. Okay.
Right.
All right. So you got to have patience, all right, for your Lord. That's what we're going to do about it.
That's
we're going to let these devils continue to be proud. Okay. We're going to let these devils continue to shoot themselves in the foot. Okay. They can do whatever the hell they want to do, but you better believe justice will prevail. And that's Galatians chapter 6 and verse 7. Con.
All
right, go ahead, King.
Yeah, the Most High, the Most High, why Yahweh Shai is our saviors. That's our savior. Yahweh Shai gonna come and deliver us. What we doing right now? See, the old way of doing things is the old mindset is we need to get our own economy. We need to build schools. We need to do this. We need to do that. I'm talking about like how, what's that brother name that Pan-African is talking about building a school for so-called African children or whatever in captivity. Okay. But that's the way you thinking is carnal, sister. If you keep God's commandments like you're supposed to, then you will understand your salvation is in these scriptures. You don't have to worry about, what we gonna do about it. You need to just sit back and relax and keep God's commandments. That's what he commanded you to do, is keep his commandments. That's it. Let him do all the work. Let Yahweh Shai, when he come deliver us, he gonna deliver us just in time. Let him do the work. You just keep these commandments. And that's what you worry about, okay? All right. Let's get Psalm 50 and 15 real quick. Let's get Psalm.
Bring it out.
15.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 50, in verse 15.
And verse 14.
Verse 14. Offer unto the Most High thanksgiving, and pay thy vows unto the Most High, and call upon me in the day of trouble. I will deliver thee, and thou shalt glorify me.
He said, verse 14, he said, offer unto God thanksgiving and pay thy vows unto the Most High. Right? He made a contract with us in the wilderness and said, if you do this, you live. If you do that, you die. Right? He made that contract with us. We made a vow that we're going to keep that contract. So he said, pay your vows, which is keep your agreement that you made with the Most High and do his commandments. Right? Verse 15 said, and call upon me in the day of trouble. Right now, we are in the day of trouble. The day we was born in captivity, we was in the day of trouble. We still in the day of trouble until we go home. He said, call upon me in the day of trouble. I will deliver thee, and thou shalt glorify me. That's our salvation. Not trying to stand up and fist fight with Esau. Not trying to shoot it out with Esau. Talking about what we going to do about it. What you need to be doing about it is keeping these commandments. And that's it.
That's right.
Got anything out of one? Got anything, Mathane?
All
right. All right. So, with all that being said, we brought some attention to this. Listen, Africa is rising up. Let's get Deuteronomy 30 and 7. Like I said, a lot of our people is still in Africa. A lot of Israel is still in Africa. Israel is in all nations. Israel is in all nations, but a large portion of West Africa and Southwest Africa or South Africa is Israel. Because that's where we was at before we came over here. They didn't get all of them. They didn't get all of us, right? So what's happening is our people waking up. Even those that aren't Israelites are waking up to who the devil is. They're waking up to who the devil is. And it's like, you done bamboozled us long enough. So, hey, it's time to cut that short. We wising up now, right? Read that, King.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 30 and verse 7. And the Lord Yahweh will put all these curses upon thine enemies and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee.
Keep going.
And thou shalt return and obey the voice of the Lord, and do all his commandments, which I command thee this day.
These curses are flipping around on Esau. Esau done did what they done did, you know what I'm saying? All these European countries, they done did what they done did for so long, and people are waking up. Israelites and non-Israelites are waking up to who this devil is, and it's coming back to bite them in the behind. They ain't, listen, there was also in France, there was also a big riot going on because all the lights was out. What she said, Con Kings, we're already doing that. So hopefully those that I'm sharing this to will follow suit and do the same. The water to the Most High, his son Christ, you all peace and blessings. At Con says, Con, all praise to the Most High. You know what I'm saying? We ain't doing nothing but trying to edify our people. You know what I'm saying? All we gotta do is obey these commandments, and that's how we get to the kingdom, right? That's all, and faith in Christ, of course.
A Salakia, a one key thing we got to remember, because the sister's response, I like her response. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Patience is the key.
Right.
Patience is the key. It's
right.
real easy, all right, to allow, Satan and his devices, all right, to doggone knock you off course. It's very easy. You know what I mean? But
right.
Patience is the key. Here is the patience and faith of the saints. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So when we start worrying about, what we're going to do about it, we've been teaching.
Right.
Brothers is long suffering in this thing. Okay.
Right.
Patience. That's what he's looking for.
Right.
Okay. That's what he's looking for. Go ahead, Al.
Con. So yeah, we see that's the purpose. One of the purposes of this show or whatever is to keep you informed of what's going on. And what's going on is you see piece by piece, bit by bit, the reign of Esau around the world is depleting. Esau's reign is depleting. And America is the big bombada that's gonna be the last boss to go down. Right. So with that being said, now here's a piece of history.
Fact here, listen, escaping slaves used to throw balls of fried cornmeal out to distract the hounds from tracking them. The hounds stopped barking and tracking thanks to the cornmeal, which later adapted the name Hush Puppies. Did anybody else know that? If you did, make sure you share this with your friends and tag them on. Let them get some history on why we call it Hush Puppies.
So that's where Hush Puppies come from. Thought that was kind of neat. That's where Hush Puppies come from. That while a lot of people was running from the dogs, they already had the Hush Puppies. They throwing them down just to sidetrack them, slow them down a little bit.
That's right.
Right. So I'm about to get off into this Negro Steve. Let me upload this video. I didn't have enough room to upload it at first.
Hey, you got it. Hey, man. hey, this nigga right here, man.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah. Let me get off into this cat real quick. Okay, here we go. Hold on.
Claimer. I never take pleasure in somebody else's pain. Steve Harvey, boy, bring your ass here, my boy. All right, because see, this one was personal. Okay, so let's take it from the top. It was so funny, and you had so much to say when your daughter was stepping on Michael B. Jordan. You know what I mean? They say hey, listen, this can be said that women ruin good men too. You know what I mean? But you sit in the background and you rooting her on, and it's this and it's that and it's this and it's that. See, but now it's your turn. It don't feel so good now, do it, my boy. It don't. And then to add to that, you was paying the motherfucker she was fucking. Damn, double homicide. Chest up, chin out. You feel me? Karma, bitch, ain't it, my boy? Karma don't feel good. See, it feel good when you're doing it, but it don't feel good when it's get done to you. You know what I mean? Hey man, you'll be all right. And the sad part to it is she finna get some of them M's you got, my boy. Look forward to it, and you already know it. See, you ain't crying because she cheated on you. You're crying because you know she finna get some of that cash, my boy. The same way you get her is the same way you're gonna lose her. Loso.
So I tried to hit the mute button when he was, saying what he was saying. I tried to catch it, but anyway, It's all good. So look, check this out, right? Check this out, right? So everybody already know. We said your boss said that's pretty thing. Yeah.
Hey, Salak, y'all.
Go ahead. What's up, King?
Hey, this must have think like a man, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Himself in the flesh.
Yes. Act like a lady. He telling our women to act like a lady and think like a man. What's that precept? So is the mother. What the daughter?
So is the
what's
daughter.
that precept?
So is the mother. So is the daughter.
Yeah, let's bring that up. Let me find it real quick. As the mother, so is the daughter, I think.
Yeah. Hey, if you know it, put that in the chat.
Ezekiel 16:44.
Kind of one.
Yeah. Like he said, he had all the answers. He had all the answers. Of course, you know what I'm saying. Like he said, of course, you know, no matter how smart you might think you are, no matter how wise you might think you are, we all mess up here and there. We all have things that happen and occur to us. But Steve Harvey was just for one, he was a simp. He was a straight simp. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, man. When Steve Harvey did that thing, when he came out with that book, then the movie, not only did the Joker write a book, the Joker put a movie out there. Hey, Steve was public enemy #1 to the brothers, man.
Right.
Okay. Now, hey, I was in the world when that thing came out. I hadn't quite come into the truth yet, man. Okay.
Yeah,
when this brother put that thing out there, man, you know, hey, brothers was mad at Steve. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You throwing game, you're throwing game away.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And the thing then come back and backfired on him now.
Right.
Okay. And it come back and backfired on him.
Right. Read it, bring it out, King.
16 to 44. This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 16, in verse 44. Behold, everyone that useth proverbs shall use this proverb against thee, saying, as is the mother, so is her daughter.
All right. So with that being said, I remember it was a brother that asked on Steve Harvey's show, asked him, so how did you discipline your daughters? You know what I'm saying? Or what form of discipline did you use for your daughters or whatever? He said, I didn't, and I don't. He said, I just what he said, I treat them like princesses and something, he said, basically saying they don't receive no correction.
Right.
But everybody know Lori Harvey, how she get down. She is straight thought. Straight up thought, bouncing from dude to dude to dude. You see what I'm saying? So it said, as the mother, so is the daughter. What he thought was gonna happen? Where he thought the daughter got it from? But see, that's not his biological child, though.
Right.
That was her daughter. And check this out. She had her with her ex-husband's cousin. She left one man and then had a baby with the cousin, and that's Lori Harvey. You see what I'm saying? So why would he think that this woman wasn't the same way? And then that's the reason why he said, and then he was paying him, because she allegedly slept with his bodyguard.
Yeah.
She slept with the help. You know what I'm saying? Like, that lets you know, in this society, the only way that you're going to have anything that mean anything is you got to have you a spouse that fear the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Or respect you enough. You know? But I would prefer, I prefer both, to be honest with you. But you gotta have a spouse that fear the Lord or respect you enough. Because her, you know what I'm saying, he basically told the dude, what he said, he was talking to what's the brother name that was in the Hall of Fame? Shay
Shannon Sharp.
Shannon Sharp. He was on his show.
Yeah.
And he said, brothers asking what you gonna bring to the table. He said, nothing. What you gonna bring to the table? Bro, don't you know that your woman smells simp all over you, man? If you can't listen, if you don't have your woman doing something, your woman's gonna be idle. She gotta be doing something, cleaning that house, keep the house clean, keep the clothes clean, something. I guarantee you, he don't got her doing nothing. He pay people to do all that stuff. So while you doing what you doing, what is she doing all day long?
Spending that check.
Exactly. So basically, she smells simp all over you, bro. Even a Proverbs 31 woman was busy handling business.
That's right.
See what I'm saying? Because people say, I was having a conversation with another group of people, and they were saying the traditional way of things was the woman stayed at home. Traditional came from scripture. Everything that our people did in the 30s and 40s and so on and so forth is based off for the most part, how things was done in scripture. So when you want to look up traditional, you go to scripture. Traditional isn't a woman sitting home not doing nothing. That's not traditional. Traditional is what's in scripture. Proverbs 31. What is a woman supposed to do? Proverbs 31. You know what I'm saying? That's the ideal way of doing things. That's traditional, right? What's the man supposed to do? Everything that pertains to a man providing for his family, you know what I'm saying? Taking care of his wife, taking care of his kids, fearing the Most High God. 1 Kings 2:2. You know what I'm saying? That's what makes a man. When you fear God, keep his commandments, right? But this simp right here, she smells simp all over you, bro, and she see you a simp. Because you're not creating a situation where your woman feel obligated to hold up her end of a bargain. What end of the bargain do she got? So she got all this time on her hands. You know the old saying, I don't mind the devil workshop. She got all this time on her hands. And so here she go with your bodyguard, bro. You need to have that woman doing something. You see what I'm saying? If she ain't working or bringing in money, she need to be doing something. That way, it's like when you, it's like this. A woman can see if she got a working man, working husband. A woman can see he goes to work. He makes sure I'm good. He pay the bills. He take care of the kids. You know what I'm saying? He's proving himself on a daily basis. So if your woman ain't doing nothing at all, what do you have to say she is proving herself on a daily basis? You don't have nothing. If she's not keeping the house clean, ain't cooking the food, ain't taking care of the kids, because you paying people to do everything for her.
Right.
What way do you have to know that your woman got your back and she's proving herself on a regular basis? What is it? That she lay down and sleep with you? Anybody can do that. What do you have? Because it's the fruits of a person that's going to bear witness to what they are. You want to be able to know that your woman is putting forth fruits. When you come home from work. Let's say I'm just speaking in the sense of if your woman don't work and you working. If you come home from work and the house clean, that's your woman showing you and telling you, baby, I'm holding up my end of the bargain. If you come home from work and you smell food cooking, or I'm about to get ready to cook, and she does it consistently, that's her saying, listen, I got you. I'm holding up my end of the bargain. If you come home and the house nasty, what does that tell you? Her fruits is letting you know she ain't got no respect for you. Right. I ain't talking about, of course, it's gonna be times where one might be sick, might be tired, like, baby, today's just one of them days. Okay, cool. But we talking about on a consistent basis. If you come home and consistently your house nasty, consistently she don't want to fix you nothing to eat. And I'm speaking in the sense of, like I said, y'all done had an agreement that she keep the house clean, cook or whatever, and you work. That's a sense of speaking in, because everybody's situation different. Some people don't want the woman cooking. That's your business. But I'm speaking in the sense of if that was the agreement. If that was the agreement and she's supposed to do that, but then she slacks on her end of the bargain, she don't respect you, man.
Right.
And when your woman don't respect you, most likely she see you as a simp. Most likely she gonna do what this woman just did.
Right.
See what I'm saying? That's what you got to worry about. And Steve Harvey telling our women to act like a lady and think like a man.
Right.
Brother, sit down somewhere, man.
That's wisdom coming from the brother. Get me Sirach chapter 26 real quick. Let's get Sirach chapter 26 and get me verse 9. Sirach 26 and get me verse 9.
Turn out of one. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 26 and verse 9. The whoredom of a woman may be known in her haughty looks and eyelids.
Read on.
If thy daughter be shameless, keep her in straitly, lest she abuse herself through overmuch liberty.
God. Okay. So like the brother was going into, all right, earlier. Okay. Steve, all right, when dealing with, her mother, okay, should observe her mother's ways and make sure that the daughter doesn't take on these traits. You got to keep her in straightly. All right. And you got to keep her eye. You got to keep your eye on her. Okay. And be disciplined about it, because if you don't, she's going to be a whore just like her mother.
Right.
Okay. Steve already knew what he was dealing with.
Right.
He already knew what he was dealing with. Okay. But he got in too deep. Okay. How deep? I don't know. But he got in too deep. Read on, King.
Verse 11. Watch over an impotent eye, and marvel not if she trespass against thee.
It says what?
Watch over an impotent eye, and marvel not if she trespass against thee.
All right, and marvel not, all right, if she trespass against thee. Okay, so you can't get yourself doggone out of character because you knew what it was, man.
Right.
All right, you already knew what it was.
Right.
Okay, read on.
She will open her mouth as a thirsty traveler.
She's gonna open her mouth like a thirsty traveler. See, look, and we gotta understand, man. Hey, the scriptures get descriptive. Sirach giving you some serious wisdom right now. Okay,
serious game.
It says she's gonna open up her mouth like a thirsty traveler, meaning she will drink from every hose. Okay, she's a thirsty traveler. Okay, read on.
She will open her mouth as a thirsty traveler when he have found a fountain, and drink of every water near her.
And she's gonna do what?
And drink of every water near her.
She's gonna drink of every water near her. She got those haughty eyes. Okay, you know, looking around. Okay, not only is she looking around checking another brother out on the low. All right, she's looking around to see who's looking at her.
Right.
Okay. And she gonna deal with every last one of them.
Right.
Okay. We gotta watch our daughters. All right. From the youth on up. I'm talking about from the womb.
Right.
Okay. Because we gotta understand the examples that have been set before we have come into this truth, all right, are not righteous examples.
Right.
They're not. Period. We need the doggone face reality. The doggone examples that have been set by our mothers, by our grandmothers, by our great grandmothers, by auntie, by TV.
Yeah.
All right. In social media, in the rap videos, and the movies. Okay. They are not righteous examples.
Right. Right.
Okay. So just leaving, all right, our sisters alone to raise, all right, these doggone daughters of ours is not enough.
Right.
Okay. I got a doggone newborn. I got a baby girl. Okay. You better believe. You better believe I'm gonna keep an eye on that thing.
Right.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna keep an eye on that thing. All right. I'm gonna keep that close. You know, because I got older daughters that didn't have a righteous example.
Right. Another one.
Okay. Read on, King.
And drink of every water near her, by every hedge will she sit down.
By what?
And by every hedge will she sit down.
Hey, Sirach getting grafted, man. Yeah. He's saying she's gonna sleep with every man that she encounters, man. Every man that has interest in her, she's gonna sleep with him. That's how haughty she is. That's how shameless she is. Read.
And open her quiver.
And do what?
And open her quiver against every arrow.
Against every arrow. Yes, Sirach getting very descriptive. Okay? If we don't take the initiative, all right, and make sure we doggone watch after our daughters, okay? And also take care of our sisters who are coming into this truth, they're going to fall astray.
Right.
Okay? They're going to fall astray. All right? The Most High compares America to a whore.
Right.
He compares her ideologies to a whore alone.
Right.
So when we're talking about, you know, our women dealing with men, okay, or our women in relationships, okay, come on, man. He already describes the ideologies of this world as a whore.
Right.
Go ahead, King.
Kind of one. On top of that, let's get Matthew 19 and 9. On top of that, yeah, she's a whore. And see where Steve Harvey messed up at is because I can't put all the blame off on her. Well, of course, she get all the blame for being a whore. But read that real quick in Matthew 19 and 9. Real fast.
Con, this is the book of Matthew, chapter 19 and verse 9. And I say unto you, whosoever shall put away his wife, except it be for fornication, and shall marry another, committeth adultery.
That brother, he done put away 1 or 2 wives. Just dropped them like a bad habit. For her. Left them alone for her. Or left one of them, I can't remember how many. But left her alone, left him alone for her. So he ain't doing it but reaping what he sowed.
Yeah.
You just dropped your family. They had kids with the ex-wife and everything. Just dropped your family for her. So now he reaping that. Like the brother said, she want 200 million. He worth 400 million. She want half. Brother, you reaping what you sowed, bruh. You done left your one.
Let me get this right, Cap. Let me get this right.
Mm-hmm.
She committed adultery on him. In the system, America is going to allow her to sue this brother and get half of what he's worth.
Man, if they do, you know you in Babylon, man. You in Babylon. If they let this woman get half and she the one cheated, you in Babylon.
Hey, that just lets you know, because all they kids grown up. All they kids grown. Mm-hmm. What motive, you know what I mean, does she have to receive that pay?
Right.
What motive? Oh, she helped him build his empire. Oh, I was there, you know what I mean? You know, I managed the books. I held you down on those long days, this, that, and the third. All right, while you was out doggone macking on Tyrone back in the back. Okay. All right, you forgot about that. Right? What kind of doggone world we living in?
Right.
She committed adultery. She get 200 mil. She get a reward.
She getting paid. She getting paid for sleeping around.
Hey man, why that's why this the land of confusion, man. Nothing but confusion in this place, man.
Right. So she want 200 mil. He said he gonna divorce her. She want 200 mil. And she slept with his bodyguard. Man, listen. That's why dude said, and he was paying the brother. She sleep with the help. You know, she didn't sleep with nobody that's doing just as good as him or better or whatever. She slept with the help. That's why you don't need to let your woman all these different, you know what I'm saying, dudes all in your house and your woman not, brother.
Hey, Cap, hey, thinking about this in a worldly mindset, she already had the bag. Hey, Steve might not have been doing his just due.
I mean, you're right.
He might not have been doing something right.
Man, I've been handling business.
She already got the bag.
Right.
So, you know,
right.
Hey, this is jacked up,
But the thing is, like, Steve Harvey supposed to have been had knew so much about relationships. I'm gonna tell y'all this. If they're not in his word, there is no light in them. Let's get to Isaiah 8:20. If they're not in his word, there is no light in them, which means they cannot enlighten you with how to do things. Because you get all your wisdom from the Bible. That's where your wisdom comes from. If you come to me and ask me, well, what should I do about this pertaining to your relationship or whatever? If I know what the answer is in the Bible, that's where I'm gonna take you. What should I do about this? What should I do about that? I'm gonna take you to scripture.
That's right.
Because you're not gonna mess up with scripture. Bring it out, King.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 8 and verse 20. To the law and to the testimony.
To the law and to the testimony of who? The prophets. Yahweh Shah. See what I'm saying? To the law and to the testimony. Keep going.
If they speak not according to this word, it is because there is no light in them.
Steve Harvey ain't know what he was talking about, but our sisters was eating that up. Okay, he said, act like a lady, think like a man, sisters. He uplifting them. He uplifting them. They was enjoying it. Of course, anytime these brothers be simping out and get to pumping up these sisters' heads, trying to tell them, oh, you the prize, you the queen, you the goddess, you this, you that, instead of get in order. Because the brothers need to hear it too. Everybody need to hear get in order. Because the way we've been doing things, we've been all lackadaisy. We've been all lackadaisy doing what we want to do. That day is over with doing what you want to do. Now we got to do what the Most High say do. Okay? Now we got to go back to the agreement that the Most High made with us. Stop trying to do what you want to do. Stop listening, having itchy ears. Looking for teachers and preachers and enlightenment that sounds good. And it's mainly our sisters that fall short when it comes to that category, because you want to hear a brother pump your head up and tell you that you're a queen, you a goddess, sister. The
right.
man, he need to be, you know what I'm saying? Listen, brothers, I'm gonna tell y'all this. There's nothing wrong with you showing your woman love on a regular basis and you pampering her. There's nothing wrong with that, right? But this society taught us that you need to be kissing her behind and put her up on a pedestal. No, you do not need to put your woman up on a pedestal, bruh. If you acting like that, you need to remove that behavior. You can love your woman, you can pamper your woman, take care of your woman and everything else without putting her up on the pedestal. Who need to be on the pedestal? Yahweh Shai. That's who need to be on the pedestal. You don't put your woman between your relationship and between you and the Most High, you and Yahweh Shai.
That's right.
That's right, King. Not to interrupt you there, Cap, but Mathanya, get me 2 John verse 6. See, the problem is brothers like Steve, brothers that's in the world, they don't understand what love is.
Right.
Okay. They don't know what understanding is. Our understanding of love is according to the world. Now look, okay, let's not fool ourselves. Natural affection is real. Okay. Brothers like what they like. Okay. Brother see a sister that he's attracted to, you know, she's a nice looking sister. Okay. You know, you also may be attracted to other things about her. That's natural. Okay. But love is this. Read this.
This is the book of 2 John, verse 6. And this is love.
And what?
And this is love.
The Bible is a dictionary within itself. It's going to tell you what love is. Read.
That we walk after his commandments.
That we walk after his commandments. In the commandments, it tells you that you got to take care of your wife. It gives you step-by-step directions. So if you're following your wife, Salakia, if you're following the law, drop that and get me 1 Corinthians chapter 7 and verse 3, Mathanya. Okay? If you're following the law, you're going to love your wife and vice versa. All right. And vice versa, sisters. Okay. Because you know they're in the background. That's right, brother. Get on them. Okay. 8 is right. Get me Ephesians chapter 5, okay? 5 and 22.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Read that real quick, Mathanya.
This is the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 7 and verse 3.
Uh-huh.
Let the husband render unto the wife due benevolence.
Render unto the wife what?
Due benevolence.
Due benevolence. Now listen, okay? A lot of people, I learned in the Christian churches that due benevolence meant sex. Okay? That's a part of it. But when you look up the due benevolence, what that means is kindness. Mm-hmm. Okay? It's kindness. All right? Read it again out.
Let the husband render unto the wife due benevolence.
Read on.
And likewise also the wife unto the husband.
All right. And likewise, all right, the wife unto the husband. So we got to be kind, okay, to one another. If we're keeping the commandments, we're doing right by one another. Understand? Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. You're not going to be doggone a lion in your house. Okay, the sister's not gonna be doggone, acting the doggone fool, okay, and disrespecting her husband. All right, she's gonna submit to him, right? Read that, Israel, Captain.
It's Ephesians 5:22. It says, "Wives, submit yourselves unto your own husbands."
Do what?
Wives, submit yourselves unto your own husbands as unto the Lord.
Wives, submit yourselves unto your own husbands as unto the Lord. That right there is heavy. It's very important, man. Okay, we got to understand that, man. When your husband is a representative of Yahushua in your household, he is your head. We read 1 Corinthians 11:3 all the time. Okay, Yahushua is the head of every man. Okay, and the man is the head of the woman. All right, so you got to doggone submit yourself to your husband. All right, that right there is key. A lot of people don't like that, man. These sisters don't like that.
Yeah, I see that.
They don't like that, man. They don't like that, man.
I see that.
Okay, they don't like it. They don't like the truth, man. All right, read. Continue to read, is right.
Verse 23. For the husband is the head of the wife, even as Christ is the head of the church.
Even as Christ is the head of the church. All right. So, hey, when you're leading your wife, you got to give her that due benevolence. You got to follow the commandments, because the commandments is love. That's what love is, because that's the way of the Most High power. The law of the Lord is perfect. That's Yahweh's way. His way is the commandments.
That's right.
He wants us to follow in that way. Out
of one. Let me finish reading on that.
Hey, go ahead.
It says, for the husband is the head of the wife, even as Christ is the head of the church, and he is the savior of the body. Therefore, as the church is subject unto Christ, so let the wives be to their own husbands in everything.
Hey, our sisters don't understand what that means. Their captain is right. They don't understand what that means. If you marry, princess, your salvation is tied into how you deal with your husband. You don't skip your husband and go directly to your house shop.
Right.
It don't work like that. That's Marjorie doggone Harvey's doggone mindset. Oh, to hell with him. To hell with him. Okay. I love Jesus. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and get me a piece of this doggone bodyguard off to the side. Okay. Hey, I already got baptized. God loves me. He know my heart. I'm gonna go ahead and feel good for a spell.
Right.
Okay. You're doing the same thing when you're not honoring your husband.
Right.
Your salvation is, read that again, Captain, is right.
Verse is Ephesians 5:23. Let me see, verse 24. Therefore, as the church is subject unto Christ, so let the wives be to their own husbands in everything.
In what?
In everything.
In everything. So if that brother, all right, is telling you, all right, to do something that does not contradict the law, you better do it.
Right. Right.
Okay. Because it may rely on your salvation, man. All right. Y'all better start. These brothers, we got brothers out here, man, that's doing the work out here, man.
Right.
Okay. And even if your husband ain't, you better honor that man, okay? Okay, because that's your head. And your light, by your light shining, it may bring him into this fold. Okay. He's going to see that you're serious about this thing. All right. See that you changing your way and you walking upright. It may bring him into this fold. You still got to honor that, man. Gone. All right, go ahead. I don't want to talk too much.
Gone. You good out of one. So basically, sisters, like the Christian mentality is, you'll hear sisters in a Christian church say, well, I got my personal relationship with Yahushua, and then come my husband and all that. It don't work like that. If that's how you think, you got to get that out your mind. Because even Titus 2:5 tells you, if you don't obey your husband, you are blaspheming the word. Blaspheming the word if you are not in submission to your husband. So understand this, it's not us trying to bash the sisters and jump on y'all case and nothing like that, but we have to, on a regular basis, remind our sisters, because our sisters are so emotional. And you get caught up in your feelings and your emotions, and you start to act out and all this and that. So we have to consistently remind you. If we didn't love you, we wouldn't remind you. We don't remind you because we're trying to, you know what I'm saying, throw our weight around. We remind you because if you do things according to scripture, you're going to do things decently and in order, right? I done told y'all, the God of the Edomites, the Most High hates Edomites. The God of the Edomites' name is chaos, which is the opposite of decently and in order. Why would the God of the Edomites be named chaos? Because they are in total opposition of our God. They are enemies of our God. So, of course, they're going to do things contrary to our God. Our God tells us, according to scripture, do things decently and in order. Their God tells them to do things to the opposition of our God, which is chaotic.
That's right.
The point is, sisters, we have to consistently remind you and our brothers, our nation in totality, what's going on, what we need to be doing. All right? You had anything, Mathania?
I don't want. You talk, teaching well.
Okay, let's get this. Let me pull this video out. Let me see. Hold on 1 second.
Bring it out, King.
Oh yeah. This right here is the reprobate of the week.
Uh-oh.
But actually, we got two reprobates.
Okay.
I'm gonna let you explain this other one.
I bring it out.
I've spoken with several different attorneys before flying out here. Their cost is typically between $40,000 to $100,000 just to retain a lawyer for these charges, and then they charge hourly. I cannot afford. I'm not going to put my family in that kind of debt, especially with my daughter. I cannot afford an attorney for something like this.
Okay. Well, Scott McPhee, Judge McPhee will go through the process. If you choose to represent yourself and to not retain a lawyer, he will go through that process and those questions with you. I just want to advise you of your right at this point, that if you wish to hire a lawyer, you have the right to do so. Okay?
I understand.
Okay.
All right. So if y'all don't know who that brother was right there, all right, that's doggone Harrison, doggone Floyd, okay? This was the only brother that was a part of the group that got locked up down in Atlanta with Trump. All right. Everybody got released from prison. They got the doggone bond paid, man. Okay. Everybody made bail except one person. Man, I was doggone looking online, man, reading the news, this, that, and the third, catching up. This was the other day. And the news read all but one, all right, of those that doggone got locked up with Trump is still in jail. It didn't say who, okay? But when I saw that video right there, okay, I said, that's what the hell you get, okay?
Had to be a brother, man.
What the hell you get. The only one that got left in jail, okay, because he can't afford an attorney is the brother, okay? The brother from Black Voices for Trump. What an idiot, man. Okay?
Dummy.
What an idiot.
Big dummy.
All right. Get 1 Corinthians 2 and 5 real quick. All right? Get 1 Corinthians 2 and 5. All right? You gotta be kidding me, man. This tale's still sitting in doggone prison. Ain't none of them crackers sending their lawyer over there to help that brother out, man. Okay?
Right. That's
none
crazy.
Read that real quick.
Con, this is the book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 2 and verse 5.
Uh-huh.
That your faith should not stand in the wisdom of men.
Right?
But in the power of Yahweh.
See, the problem is you're relying on doggone man. Okay?
Right.
His faith is in man. Not only is it in man, it's in the enemy, man.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? We go into the book of Sirach, chapter doggone 12 and 10. It tells you never trust your enemy, man.
Right.
Never trust your enemy. Right? You go in Sirach chapter 6 and verse 13. Get that real quick. Give me Sirach 6 and 13. And then Cap, get me Isaiah 13 and 15.
I had that precept sitting up there too.
Hey, he got it sitting up. That's the spirit. That's the spirit. Give me that, man.
I'm going to read it, or you want to read it Sirach first?
Get Sirach first.
All right.
Con, this the book of Sirach, chapter 6 and verse 13. Separate thyself from thine enemies.
Read it again,
Separate thyself from thine enemies.
The scriptures say, separate yourself from your enemy. You need to separate yourself from those people that beat your grandmother's back end, idiot.
Right.
Okay? They not your friends, and they ain't gonna never tell you the truth. They're not gonna never tell you the truth. Okay? Separate yourself. Get away from them, because if you don't, you're gonna end up doggone just like them.
Right.
Okay? Right. You're gonna receive the plagues that are coming to America. Read that, Captain, right?
This book of Isaiah, chapter 13 and verse 15. It says,
read verse 14.
Verse 14. And it shall be as the chase roe, and as a sheep that no man taketh up. They shall every man turn to his own people.
Read that again.
It said they shall every man turn to his own people.
We got to understand, when all hell break loose, every man turn into his own people.
Right.
Wake up to this truth, man. They don't love you.
Right.
At the end of the day, man, they're going to look out for their own. They just showed you that, brother.
Right.
They just showed you that. Trump himself, man. Trump himself was in there with you. You the doggone lone leader of Black Voices for Trump. You know how many doggone Black folks got Trump elected, man? Trump got a huge, hey, look, Trump got a lot of the Black vote, man.
I believe it.
Okay.
I believe it.
Some brothers got doggone Trump elected. We know the rural areas, you know what I mean, for the most part, got him elected. But hey, Black folks voted for him too.
Right.
And they show you that disrespect, man, by not sending a lawyer over there. He the leader of Black Voices for Trump.
That's crazy.
Everyone is going to turn to their own people. Read that again.
It's Isaiah chapter 13, verse 15. No, verse 14. And it shall be as the chase roe, and as a sheep that no man taketh up. And they shall every man turn to his own people.
Read.
And flee everyone into his own land.
And flee into their own land. Read on.
Everyone that is found shall be thrust through.
Hey, look, every one of them devils that is found shall be thrust through. When the Most High send, all right, for his doggone hunters. Okay? All right? And Lord willing, I'm with him. And we hunting you from the doggone clefts, all right? In the holes.
Right. Digging out the hole.
Okay? You're going to be thrust through. Read on.
And everyone that is joined unto them
and what?
Shall fall. Everyone that is joined unto them.
So you doggone, you idiots, okay, who have forsaken your own people, have turned your back on the Most High God and your people and decided, hey, look, I'm going to roll with the same people that have oppressed me, okay? The same people that have discriminated against me, the same people that have doggone kept their foot on our necks, shot us down in the streets. I'm rolling with them.
Right.
Okay. And they leave your doggone tail in jail. It's the only one without a doggone attorney.
Big dummy.
You gonna die too.
Big dummy.
Because you a heathen. You a heathen.
Right.
All right. Jeremiah taught us that, man. Learn Jeremiah and Moses, man. Learn not the way of the heathen. That's Moses taught us, don't learn the way of the Canaanites, man. Go ahead, hey man, hey, y'all got something and put something on it.
So we see this brother is the reprobate of the week. All right, big dummy. Stop thinking that the heathens, you can be saved by the heathens. The heathen about to go down. The heathen about to go down. You see what I'm saying? They can't save you, bro. Let's see. It was a precept I had on my mind. This is Jeremiah 17 verse 5. It says, "Thus said Yahweh, cursed be the man that trusteth in man, and maketh flesh his arm, and whose heart departeth from Yahweh. Say, cursed be the man that makes that trust in man. These devils can't save you, brother. It said in what we're reading Isaiah 13, it says, everyone that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword, bro. If they gonna fall by the sword, what you think gonna happen to you? You gonna fall with them.
That's right.
So you a reprobate, bro. Big dummy.
Right.
Come on. All right. So let me get him off. Let's get this other reprobate real quick.
God.
Oh, before I get the other reprobate, I'm gonna show y'all something real quick. Remember, I was talking about the God of the Edomites for those that don't believe. Let me show y'all something.
Yeah.
Let me pull this up real quick. I'm about to share my screen and show you the God of the Edomites. Y'all think I'm playing? Can y'all see that?
God.
See that QOS? The pronunciation is QAUS, chaos or chaos. That's the pronunciation. See, I typed in the God of the Edomites. That's the God of the Edomites, chaos.
It's crazy.
You see what I'm saying? Watch this. Look at the images. Watch this. I'm gonna show y'all something. It was the images. They had another image, and one of the images was a cross. It was a cross. And what's the likelihood that the Romans put our people on a cross to kill us? I don't see it. I forgot how I found it, but you know, yeah, I just wanted to present that to y'all real fast. Let me stop sharing. I'm gonna get this reprobate real quick. Let's see. Let's see.
You on mute, Ottawa. You on mute.
Hey, I was saying that the brother Kaya is right, man. Chaos is definitely fitting. Hey, in the same book, we was in 1 Corinthians chapter 14. Okay, where it says it says that the Most High is not the author of confusion, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, he's not the author of confusion. All right, and then the brother brings out that the God of the Edomites is chaos. He's right.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's all doggone fitting. Okay, everything must be done decently and in order. That's all in the same chapter.
Right.
Con
other one. All right, so this the next reprobate.
Man, this thing is getting silly, bro. Y'all ain't gonna believe this, but these motherfuckers are returning stolen goods, and they're not sending like somebody to drop it off. They're bringing it themselves, right? So, for Africa has punked these dudes and got them bringing back shit by the boatload. Look at this shit, man. Watch this video. This is funny, man. I'm telling you, Africa is changing the world, and they ain't just getting started. They just getting started, but watch this.
Let's fast forward a little bit.
You're going to thank me later.
They are returning our resources. You hear what I said, guys? Finland returned the stone that they stole from Namibia many, many years ago. As you can see in the picture, this is the historical secret.
What's happening is Finland is returning stuff that they stole from Africa. They returning gold and stuff that they stole from Africa. Like that big old diamond that Queen Elizabeth had, they stole that from Africa. These reprobates stole it, and look, they returning it.
Stone of Namibia. A missionary from Finland stole this stone from the people of Namibia. And guess what, guys? This stone worth $768 million. Do you know what they did? They carried it to Finland and stored it in a museum. Now, guys, watch the video.
Fragments were taken by Finnish missionaries Matti Rautanen more than 130 years ago from the Ondonga Kingdom. Rautanen was believed to be on a research mission when he came across the stone and took parts of it for experiments. The fragments have since been kept in the National Museum of Finland until negotiations started more than 4 years ago to return them to Namibia. President Geingob says government will officially hand over the sacred cultural item to the Ondonga Traditional Authority on a date yet to be announced. He commended the gesture and called on other countries that are still in possession of Africa's artifacts to...
The question is...
What you about to say? They call on other countries. If you got Africa stuff, bring it back. These are reprobates, bro. Why you think they return this stuff? Because they know they ain't got a leg to stand on. But the pride of their heart have deceived them. They thought they were finna get away with murder forever. They know they don't have a leg to stand on. They know they need Africa. You see what I'm saying? For all the resources they got. They are kissing their behind right now. Africa is rising up, bro. And there's a large portion of our people still over there on the West Coast and in South Africa. See what I'm saying? These people are reprobates. I had to throw them in there as reprobates. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, they reprobates too. All these Edomites. You know what I'm saying? Shoot. Let me get off there. All right. So y'all got anything?
Hey, before we close it down, that King. Hey, let's make sure we get the Feast of Tabernacles flyer, okay, and the calendar, the feast day calendar.
Let me see. Let me find. Hold on.
Okay. Hey, bear with us there, people. Okay, we got some information for you for the Feast of Tabernacles. Okay. Hey, brothers and sisters, all right, that's looking to congregate with the Sons of Thunder Israelites, whether it be with the main camp in Atlanta, whether it be in Washington, D.C., with the brother Captain Araya, whether it be down in Alabama with us brothers that you see on the screen, all right, right now, whether it be out in California with Captain Yara All and the brother Captain Aharon, whether it be down in Florida with the brother Captain Yaiquab, okay? All right, wherever you may go. I believe Yaiquab may be coming up. I'm not sure. Okay, but wherever you want to gather, okay, we want you to send an email, all right, to the prospective cap. I'm gonna put our email address, all right, down here in the chat. Okay, if you send an email to the main camp, we will make sure it gets to those brothers. Okay, it will make sure it says Captain Yaiquab's coming to Atlanta, so they won't be holding tabernacles in Florida this year. Okay, all right. So I'm gonna put this down here. All right. If you want to congregate with the Sons of Thunder Israelites in Alabama, okay, in Alabama, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put this email right now here at the bottom for you, okay? All right, and then I'm gonna put the main camp, down at the bottom on the ticker. Okay. I'm gonna put this down the prospect phase. I'm gonna put that there, but it has our email address, okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right, now I'm gonna ask Captain Araya or the brother Nakawash. All right, if you brothers can put the email address, all right, for your location in the chat, that'll help us out quite a bit. Okay. All right, and if Captain Yara All is in the chat, do the same thing. All right, we got the flyer, King.
Oh yeah, Conrad. Well, I was trying to see how to make it bigger. It wouldn't get bigger for nothing.
We can read it for him if we need to, King.
All right, let me see. Is it right here? See, it won't get bigger.
Hey, click on it twice.
I am. Yeah, it won't get bigger.
Wow, I thought we blew it up last time. Hold on, let me see something.
That's what I was thinking.
Let me see something real quick. I got it. Hey, pull your screen down real quick. Pull the your screen share now.
Oh.
Nah, it's not. That's what I was saying. It's a little bit. It's okay. We can read it to him, King. Hey, pull back up what you have.
On the screen share?
Yeah.
All right, hold on.
And we'll go ahead and read it to the people. So we got brothers and sisters sending emails. They're asking questions, all right, about what we're doing for the Feast of Tabernacles. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and read it for the people, Con.
All right, it says, y'all see that?
And just read it for them, okay?
It says, Feast of Tabernacles, September 29th through October 2nd. Please join us as we celebrate 5 years as an organization. 150 for individuals and couples, meaning 1 or 2 of y'all, 150. 250 for families, max party of 5. special pricing for select YouTube members, and VIP executive Patreon members. To join us, please RSVP to the email. Send us on the email. All right. So if you are saying special pricing for select YouTube members and VIP and executive Patreon members. So if you're a member of our Patreon or YouTube, most likely you will get a discount. All right. Is it most likely or is
no,
they guaranteed?
They will. They're gonna get a
all right.
discount. Hey, so hey, we telling you how to save money, Israel. We telling you how to save money right now. All right. Hey, become a member of the Sons of Thunder Israelite YouTube page. I'm talking about the main camp Sons of Thunder Israelite page. Become a member of that page. All right. Also join our Patreon. Okay, and become a member of our Patreon, and we're going to give you a discounted rate. And we're going to do that for every feast day that we hold. Okay, we're trying to doggone give you some game right now, save you some money. All right, Israel. But just like the captain said, $150 for individuals, okay, or a couple, $250. All right, for a family, max party of 5. Now, if you got more than 5 people in your family, okay, we're gonna talk with you. And you know what I mean? We're going to work something out. We're not going to doggone bleed you dry, brothers and sisters. We're not going to do that to you. All right. But we're going to talk to you. We're going to figure something out. But if you're going to gather with the Alabama camp, you see it right there on the screen, Sons of Thunder Israelites, AL@gmail.com. If you're going to gather with the main camp in Atlanta, Georgia, you see it at the bottom, Sons of Thunder Israelites @gmail.com. All right. I don't know if the brother Nakawasha or the brother Captain Araya posted their email address. If you want to get in contact with all the other brothers, okay, just send it to the main camp, and then we'll forward that information over to the prospective camp. All right, we're gonna have a grand time for Feast of Tabernacles once again. And you see, this is our 5th year as an organization. All praises to the Most High, man.
All praises.
All praise to the Most High. Our brothers came over from HOI. You know, I joined those brothers right as they came over from HOI. All right. And it's been a beautiful thing ever since, man. Okay. All right. You know what I mean? So we're going to have a grand time. All right. And, okay. All right. And we'll give you the details and all that good stuff in the email. And you got anything to add there, Cap?
All right. Play the sponsor one more time.
Call your family, call your friends. It's time to play the game, the truth of Yah. Learning the Bible has never been more engaging. The game that's guaranteed to increase your biblical knowledge, renew minds, and save lives. Grab your Bible and don't forget your Apocrypha. Loads of fun for everyone. The Truth of Yah board game helps build up the poor in spirit, build character, gain wisdom, show what you know or find out what you didn't know. Gain confidence. Line upon line, precept upon precept, make the Truth of Yah a part of your home today. Come on, what are you waiting for? Join the fun today.
All right. Hey, support Truth of Yah. Support all Israel, okay? Israel trying to, you know what I'm saying, do something, support their business, okay? All right, but hey, we want to thank y'all for joining us for another segment of C4N, where we try to get you the news as well as, you know, like this. We try to get you the current events as well as like my up-to-date topics that we can relate to Scripture. Okay, so yeah, hey, we want to give all glory, honor, and praise to the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashem, Hamashiach, Yahweh Shah. Hey, thank you, Shalom.
Shalom.
Shalom, Israel.